Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with my tagline for this Monday, August 21st, 2017, a solar eclipse day. I live in Michigan. I don't think we were in the vicinity of it. I kind of looked, but I didn't get any glasses. They were sold out. So I got home yesterday for my vacation, so I didn't have enough time to get the glasses. But not a lot of hype to it. And I don't think it did, because we were like in the vicinity, but if we were like in Nashville maybe, or Asheville would be a lot better. But as I said, I just got back from vacation yesterday. That's why I haven't made any videos at all, Atakline or anything. A couple weeks. I made SummerSlam review yesterday. My first video in weeks. Now I got my first Atakline in weeks. And as promised in my Raw review, I got my new wrestling show I got during my vacation. Villain Club. Too sweet! My vacation started on the 7th. I left August 7th, following my gig on August 5th. Couple gigs before my vacation, including the last grad part of the year, which was fine. A class reunion, that was great too. And of course, Lutz thing, completed ceremony, was awesome too on the 3rd. And of course, the Huron Point on the 2nd. The boat ride for the MDA, especially with one of its big supporters passing on yesterday. Get to that in a minute. So, left on the 7th, and my first stop was Minnesota. Specifically about Prince. I'll get to that portion in a minute. Went to Mall of America first on my birthday, August 9th, since Prince's house, the reason I went, wasn't open on Wednesday. So I went to Mall of America. Rode the roller coasters. Yes, they were named the Nickelodeon stuff. But they were at least Nickelodeon branded stuff I used to watch. Like Jimmy Neutron ride and the Fairy Yacht Coaster and SpongeBob. And it was a fun place to hang out at. I didn't do a lot of shopping at all. I did get like my mom's stuff. It's kind of weird. We're in Minnesota, and the Vikings play there, and their rival is the Packers, Green Bay Packers, and they have a Packer store in the Mall of America in Minnesota. It's kind of weird. So I got my mom some stuff. She's going to Lambeau next month for the opening game against the Seahawks. She loves the Packers, specifically Clay Matthews. I got like a stuffed animal of Clay Matthews. She loved it. And I also got this Villain Club shirt and a Metallica shirt. It was buy one, get one 50% off at Hot Topic. And it was my birthday, so like, let's get it. And there was like a local TV broadcast. And Mall of America's on me. Its birthday too. It turned 25 a couple days after I left the mall. So that was a fun day to spend there. Not a lot of shopping done, but at least I got to ride some rides. Made up for not going any rides in the state fairs I went to. Some good roller coasters and very fun thrill rides. So then came the big part of my trip in Minnesota, Paisley Park, on August 10th, last Thursday. And it was an amazing, amazing experience. You got all my Paisley stuff? Oh, here you go, got it. Yeah, I'm a big Prince fan, if you haven't noticed. When we talked about it in my shows, I made a video when he passed last year. It hit me hard. I didn't think it was going to hit me that hard. Because Michael's hit me hard, Michael Jackson. So I went to Paisley, and it was an amazing experience being able to go to Prince's house. At all, wish I went. I think a lot of fans feel the same when we go now. Wish we went when he was still alive. For like private parties he used to throw. But at least going at all is great. I did the VIP package. It's kind of weird they just did. The day before I was supposed to go to Paisley, they announced the ultimate VIP package for $160. And they're only doing it on Mondays. I was like, dang, why can't they do it on Thursdays? But I bet you some portions of the tour on Monday was seen by us on Thursday because they said, oh, we got exclusive video and audio. I think they played it for us, too, for the VIP tour. And it was, like, thrilling to be there. Saw some of his belongings, see where he worked. And I went on Thursday. So I got to not only take a photo by his piano, my eyes were closed, my hair was like, when you really look at it, it's kind of like I'm like saying my spirit to Prince with my eyes closed. And I got to sing in the studio. On Thursdays, I got to go in the studio and sing over one of his tracks. Got to sing Raspberry Beret on his own studio microphone. So, and then he got to play on one of his ping pong tables while he ran. Saw a lot of clothing and props from like Love Sexy era, Purple Rain. His big soundstage was used as a supply for props from like the Purple Rain tour Gold Experience tour, and the piano he played during his last shows was a piano and a microphone tour. And I was in a small little group, about 30 people. And yes, you do get to see his urn. It's above the atrium, hung up in the atrium. The first thing you see when you walk in, and it's like emotional. At least we get it over with in the beginning. You know, have a little moment with Prince and pay our respects. Of course, I get some merch. Got Prince necklace. That's cool. Which the chain was longer. It's made a little negative. Made a little pink. That's awesome. Got my mom. She liked coffee mugs. So I got a coffee mug. Basic Park mug. And we know about how to use this too. Tote bag. Simple tote bag. Awesome there. And I was going to get it, but I got it. Paisley Park tour book. A little memento of it. This is the first thing you saw. It was like above the entrance when you walk in to the atrium. That was a cool little mirror. This is in the atrium room. Where is the atrium? It's the house. I took a little picture by it. Cool book. Yeah, here's the atrium. I was on that mobile floor, man. And that's like across from this wall was where the urn was. And all these rooms had like stuff. Like one of them was like the controversy room, the dirty mind room, and the other two I think was like diamonds and pearls and Silence Hands, like props from those. And also had a room for each one of his 3 movies. That one, Son of the Times. Purple Rain room, Graffiti Bridge room, and Under the Cherry Moon room. Where's the studio? I'm going to show you. This is a different wall painting, but I took a picture in this room. The piano wasn't there, and this was a different paint job. And I think this is where I recorded the Studio B. This is where I sung at. So it's a cool book. Oh, this is the room I recorded at. I was like in this area. So that was an awesome experience, man. I can't believe I did it. So that was Thursday. Got to go back to Mall of America. They didn't have any Prince glasses, but I got this from Mall of America. It's cool. I even traveled by like Prince landmarks in Minneapolis. Got to go by the so-called Purple Rain house. I was using exterior for the Purple Rain movie. First Avenue, where Prince shot the performance clips from Purple Rain. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go in. There was a concert going on, so I wasn't able to go in. This is Tobias. Capri Theater, where he had his first concert. And Electric Fetus, where he used to shop at. I got this little magnet there. They had a lot of Prince stuff. Even Prince shirts I've never seen anywhere. Like a gold symbol shirt, a Starfish and Coffee shirt, and a Whack-Ass Stone t-shirt. Especially those who know Under the Cherry Moon know what I'm talking about. The reference from that movie. It was a cool little record store. You know, especially one that Prince used to shop at. And then this painting was there. So that was Thursday. And finally I got to go to St. Paul for, it was a state capitol reopening weekend. And then an all-night Prince party. And I was wondering what it was going to be like. Are they going to have DJ cater towards the casuals? Play most of all the hits only? Or cater to casual and diehards? Play deep cuts? Oh, you need both. You need like the obvious. Raspberry Beret, 1999. Play Parade. Let's Go Crazy. Delirious. You got the look. Go down the list. But then he played New Power Generation from Graffiti Bridge. Dave's Electric from the recent Purple Rain reissue. 17 Days, Never Let a Hole in Your Head. New Position. House Craig. Starfish and Coffee. Go Down. He catered to both. He only played a little bit from like other Prince-related artists. Couple Morris Day songs. Nasty Girl by Vanity. Nothing from Sheila E. Sad. They play I Feel For You. They played the Shaka Khan version, then the Prince version. So it's kind of cool segue. They went to Wisconsin for a Toby Keith concert on the 12th, Saturday. Toby Keith was fun. Especially with an Army Air Base, German mission. I had a really good seat. I got there early to get a good seat. Openers were good. Cassidy Pope, Waterloo Revival. But Toby was the reason we came. He had all the big hits. Good to see. Should have been a cowboy. Want to talk about me. I love this ball. Red Solo Cup. Someone bought a big giant ass Red Solo Cup. It was a cool little sight to behold. So that was fun. Then I went to Iowa. I was supposed to go to Iowa, Missouri, and Indiana. I cut Missouri, just went to Iowa and Illinois, cut Indy too. Stayed in Iowa for an extra few days. Especially when my dad got a little ill will in the Iowa trip. Went to Madison County, saw some of the bridges there. They went to the state fair. I was supposed to go on Monday, but I wanted to go see Little Big Town. So I went on Friday. Damn, that state fair is big. I went to West Virginia State Fair and Alabama State Fair, and I thought those fairs were big. This was the best state fair I've been to, was Iowa. It was huge, had like food options up the yin yang, 5 standing bars with bands playing in every one of them, and karaoke too. And a bunch of free stages, because Duncan was playing that night, but I've seen him before, with Poison in 2000. When I was there for the LBT, Little Big Town. And they crushed it, pun to pun, because they crushed it on Girl Crush. Song of the night, because everybody was standing when Girl Crush. So I knew when Girl Crush and Pontoon came on, it was going to get the biggest wars. And they did get the biggest wars, especially when Pontoon was early. End of the Boondocks. Ended up Fallen cover from Alicia Keys, tune from Fleetwood Mac, and a little bit of When Doves Cry. Even while the Revival did Purple Rain a little, open it for Toby, so there were some Prince references throughout my entire trip, even when I was in Minnesota. So then I went to Illinois State Fair, went to Temple Toby, and that was just okay. It was like a state fair disguised as a county fair. That's what it felt like. It was like more concrete, and it was humid that day. It was humid in Iowa too, but Iowa was more scenic and had trees. Illinois was like in a parking lot, it felt like. Both had the Clydesdale horses throughout the fair. I did get a couple pictures of the Clydesdale horses in Iowa. They had a parade. That was cool. Budweiser horses, I mean. So, got home yesterday for SummerSlam. The last 3 years were like straight. It was like Iowa, Illinois, home. So, it was a fun trip. Got to do some great things. And thank my dad for taking me and camping. We went to 2 campsites, 2 hotels. So, and it didn't rain. Well, Minnesota rained a little bit. But after that, it didn't rain that much. Little in Iowa, not on Wisconsin or Illinois. Rain wasn't in Illinois because it was humid as hell, but it was still a hell of a trip. So that's my little vacation review. Breeze through the number ones and the rest of the entertainment news. Number 1 movie. I think The Dark Tower was number 1 right before I left. And now the current number 1 movie is The Hitman's Bodyguard with Samuel L. Jackson. Did okay with 21 million debut at the top. Well, Logan Lucky bombed with 7 million. What the heck Logan Lucky is. Duncan was number 1 a little bit. Now it went down to number 4. So, interesting stuff for Hitman Bodyguard. Not much competition this week, so I expect Hitman's Bodyguard to reign supreme for a second week. Not much for the next couple of weeks. Besides that It remake coming out September 8th. Now your Billboard number 1s. Good news. We got a new number 1 album. It's Kesha. In her introspective album, Rainbow. Of course, the first album not under the tutelage of her estranged producer and suing producer, Dr. Luke, went to number 1. It is only her second number 1 album. Her first since her debut album, Animal, in 2010. At least that one had a number 1 single, TikTok. Brain's okay. Woman's good. But she's more dancier. But she wants to shed her own skin. Understandable. You know, because probably those old songs that she did back in the early 2000s probably mean hurt now because they're associated with Dr. Luke in a dark time. Especially from that lawsuit and stuff. So, well, Kesha's the new number 1 album. Bad news. Sound like a broken record every time I talk about this. Still, number 1 single for why? 15 fucking weeks! 2 weeks away from now from being the longest number 1 of all time. It is now the longest number 1 this decade. And probably this century. Despacito. Ah! Somebody kick it up soon! Damn it! Taylor! Release a new song! Quick! Damn it! That was unintentional segue. Clip was playing when I was looking at the article. It is now not just the longest number one this year, the longest number one of the 21st century. It is also the longest number one ever for a primary non-English language song, beating the 14-week reign of Macarena from 20 years ago. So, because Uptown Funk was the longest number one this decade, it was tied, and now it's the longest number one this century, in this decade. And now it's 1 week away from tying with One Sweet Day for the longest number one ever, and 2 weeks away from breaking it. Somebody end it quick. I hope Taylor Swift gets on her game and finally releases a new song, especially with the teases she's been doing all over social media over the weekend, leading to a possible new album. For diehard Taylor fans, they know the cycle. Taylor releases an album every 2 years, since 2006. The last being 1989. It's the longest span in between albums. But almost 3 years since a new Taylor album has come out. She went black on the social media outlets over the weekend, but today she reposted a very cryptic video of a snake. Could be about like snakes in the grass, like enemies. Who knows what the tweet means? Does it mean a new album? Does it mean a new single's coming? Or is it a sign of a meltdown? Hey, Katy Perry's having a meltdown, so I hope Taylor doesn't go through it. I don't want Taylor's music to suck. Katy's music mostly sucks now. Her new album's horrible. Like, everybody's new music's horrible. No one wants to have fun anymore. No one cares about getting people. Like, people want to talk about enlightenment. People want to have fun now in this day and age. But people want to say, no fun, fuck Trump. No fun, fuck Trump. Anyway, we need to have fun again. Stop hating Trump. I know you don't like it. But damn it, people need to have fun again. People want to get away. People use music as an escape from the troubled times. We don't need politics in music. We need fun music again, damn it. That's why Despacito's been number one. There's no fun music. So they hope Taylor's new song comes out soon. And it is a fun record. We need a Can't Stop the Feeling. We need a We Found Love. We need a Blurred Lines. We need a fun 120 beat song. I've been saying it the last couple weeks on my show about this. Starting a book record, I'm sorry, I'm a disc jockey. I like playing fun records. Anywho, couple celebrity deaths happened while I was on vacation. Like the deaths of Glenn Campbell, one of my mom's favorite country singers, passing on of complications of Alzheimer's this past Tuesday, August 8th, when I arrived in Minnesota. Was known for Wichita Lineman, which Toby covered when I saw him last week, and Rhinestone Cowboy. But he was also a well-known session musician as a member of the famed Wrecking Crew in Los Angeles, California. I learned about it when I went to a museum in Nashville. My dad loves that 60s music, and he walked in and was like, oh my god, really? In a documentary. Watch that documentary, Wrecking Crew. If you're a music fan, especially appreciating old 60s and 70s music, and wants to know who really did the music, watch Wrecking Crew. Brilliant. It's on Netflix somewhere. So we lost a country legend, and yesterday we lost a comedy legend. Jerry Lewis, passing on as I arrived back from Michigan yesterday morning in Vegas at the age of 91. Of course, Jerry Lewis, known for being a comedic genius in acting roles like in The Nutty Professor, among others. His buddy films with Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin. I've never seen him in Celebrity Deathmatch, and my dad and I would reenact it. Weird. And also became known as an advocate for the MDA. He had his charity fundraiser every year during Labor Day. A lot of people mourned both deaths over last week. A lot of people sent their condolences to Glenn Campbell's family. Speaking of documentaries, not just Wrecking Crew, watch I'm Still Me by Glenn Campbell about his last tour. And about Alzheimer's, a very emotional, powerful movie now that he's passed on. And it's on Netflix too with Wrecking Crew. Cheap plugs, but I have to. Of course, Brad Paisley, Dolly Parton, among others, applauded his musicianship and his showmanship when he passed on, being Glenn. But of course, a lot of people applauded and honored the comedy genius of Jerry Lewis passing on, including Jim Carrey, treating that fool was no dummy. Jerry Lewis was an undeniable genius, an unfathomable blessing, comedy's absolute. I am because he was. Samuel L. Jackson starred in the recent #1 movie, saying it was incredible knowing and laughing with the amazing Jerry Lewis. He'll keep him laughing in the ever after. Paul Abdul even tweeted, I'm so heartbroken Jerry Lewis passed away. His buddy films with Dean Martin are still some of my all-time favorites. I'll read one more, then I'll sign off. Ricky Whoopi tweeted, Jerry Lewis passed away today. Millions around the world loved him. Millions of kids he helped with his telephones. R.I.P. and condolences to his family. I realize I might be late, but losing Jerry Lewis and Dick Gregory, an activist too, passed on yesterday. Big loss of comedy. A couple deaths. Dick Gregory, who Prince referenced in one of his songs, and Jerry Lewis, and Glenn Campbell. Rest in peace to all three, and condolences to their friends and family, and their fans. With that being said, there's a very lengthy attack line. You've been attacked by the news from Zach. See you later. Bye-bye.